UPN 9 News Weekend with Cora Ann Mahalik, Mike Gilliam, Dr. Frank Fields Weather, and Sports Team 9 with Russ Salzberg. This is UPN 9 News Weekend.
Tonight, it's war. Israel's prime minister calls a ceasefire impossible. Good evening, everyone. Cora Ann has the night off. Terror, terror, and more terror. That's what Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon blames for the escalation of fighting in the Middle East. He says his country has been ready to end the violence, only to be met with suicide bombers and more bloodshed. Tonight, Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat remains under siege as Israel promises to strike relentlessly to end the terrorism. Now, many people in our area have loved ones in the Holy Land, loved ones whose very safety they're worried about as each violent day passes. Frank Sapola continues our team coverage with that part of the story.
Mike, many Jews are walking a tightrope tonight, balancing faith in their religion and country with the concerns for their children who are now in the Holy Land. Today, we caught up with one such family. Phil Rosenthal and friend Rabbi Yaakov Spivak were glued to the TV set in Rockland County again this afternoon. Like so many Jews, they are worried about what may happen next. For Rosenthal, it's especially gut-wrenching. His 19-year-old daughter, Malki, is currently attending college in Jerusalem.
I worry every time the phone rings because we never know.
Many Jews are acutely aware of how dangerous the Middle East has become. Even Malki, who has seen the violence firsthand, rushing to the hospital to console a friend injured in a recent shooting.
She has been witness to this, and I think it strengthened her to understand how out of control this situation really is.
Rabbi Spivak deals with others at his synagogue who are weighing solidarity for Israel with the health and well-being of their children overseas.
In some cases, I have told them, stay, and in some cases, I have told them, it's not for you to stay. It depends on the individual situation. What do you do as a rabbi? You pray to God that he gives you the right answers.
There are going to be people who are watching this tonight who will say, why run the risk? It's not necessary that your son or your daughter be there now.
Absolutely. But where should I send them that's better? To Ground Zero? To the World Trade Center? Should I send them to the Alfred Murrah building in Oklahoma?
In several weeks, Rosenthal's son will join his sister in Israel so he can complete his studies, doubling the anxiety level and fear of guilt should something happen.
And I pray continuously that nothing befalls my daughter or my son. But yeah, of course I would have guilt, certainly.
Rosenthal also says he's resigned to the fact that whatever happens, he can do little to stop it. And he says that his daughter, to her credit, remains determined to stay right where she is. Mike?
Thank you, Frank. Israeli Prime Minister Sharon had harsh words about the escalating violence